Will your TV be playing in the year 2000? Will your washing machine still be washing in the next century? And what about your vacuum cleaner?
Even in the year 2020, you could be answering yes to those questions if you purchased an Electrolux product made in the USA, especially if it was a freezer or refrigerator. Machine is built in St. Cloud, Minnesota. Well, at least that used to be the case, until 2019 when the company decided to shut down the St. Cloud factory and laid off nearly 900 workers, or according to analysts, about 17% of the city's total manufacturing jobs, as the company's new plan was to optimize profits by moving the business to an older but expanding facility in South Carolina.
I'm proud of the work I do. I'm proud of the work that we do.
Meet Wayne Klatt. He and his wife Jean had a combined 60-plus years at the St. Cloud factory. Both were laid off at the end of 2019, losing not one, but two incomes.
I hate it. And I didn't have plans on staying at Electrolux for forever, but I hate it because now I'm going to have to start over somewhere else. I start at the bottom.
Jean and Wayne are better off than most. Jean was able to secure a job at a local convenience store, paying a lot less but offering health insurance. And Wayne is using the state's dislocated worker program, and he has plans to work with his sister. But it's all been a bitter pill to swallow because it just doesn't make sense why it's happening.
We have a very good product. Our service call rate is less than 1%. We are their basically flagship plant. We are a very good plant. We have really good numbers in all aspects of the whole thing. The only number they didn't like was the money that they had to pay us to have that stellar plant.
I think last year our plant made like $33 or $35 million. So it isn't that we were in any financial problem. It's just that the bigwigs in corporate think that they can make more money, go in a different direction. I hope for their sakes they're right, because right now they don't have the greatest track record of shutting plants down and opening new ones.
So why is Electrolux closing the plant? That's a tough question to answer. The company plans to send the bulk of the work to South Carolina, which is a right-to-work state.
So Electrolux is closing its Memphis facility.
This isn't the first time Electrolux has shuttered plants. Even before the announcement, the machinists in St. Cloud knew their days were numbered.
Closing its doors and
Joe Baratta was one of the remaining machinists on November 1st, the official close date of the plant. He worked until the last member walked out the door. Like others, he too saw it coming.
They always were threatening us, ever since we became machinists, basically. They're always threatening to move the plant. The old dying line that they've been using for decades in America. Oh, your union shop, they're going to send it to Mexico or China or fill in the blank. They just finally did it.
You send it somewhere else where the work ethic isn't the same as the Midwestern work ethic, and they're going to shoot themselves in the foot. And it sounds petty and little, but I kind of want to watch it happen. I kind of want to see I want to see them fail, because they did it to themselves.
Chad was at Electrolux for close to 27 years as a proud IAM member. He too was laid off. His salary took care of his wife and their 3 kids, including this baseball star. As soon as he saw the writing on the wall, he immediately signed up for the apprenticeship program offered by the company and went looking for another job.
All of us who ever worked at that plant would have continued working there, no problems, hands down, for many years.
He knows he's one of the lucky ones, but he's worried about his coworkers and the way this will touch the economy as a whole.
It's going to impact the economy of the St. Cloud at some point. You're losing 700 people coming to town every day that could use your businesses.
Local restaurants, gas stations, supporting businesses, all of them will suffer due to the closure of Electrolux.
I wonder about your
all
pricing power. Can you
fatalities
raise
because of some
further?
numbers on a spreadsheet.
Of course,
There's obviously some concerns. The St. Cloud State University did a report last year. They basically figured for every one of us that are going to leave Electrolux, somebody else is going to lose their job too, somewhere.
You know, we get our cardboard from here in town, the gas station across the street, the Super America. I honestly can't see that place staying open because I think we keep them open.
The union did everything it could to stop the closure, even heading up to Capitol Hill to let politicians know the far-reaching effects this would have.
It was attempted to save what we could, and then when we found out the company had zero interest in keeping us working in St. Cloud at all, it was an immediate switch to, now what can we do then? Because if we can't save the job, we are the fighting machinists. We fight until that last day.
So while the union took care of workers behind the scenes, machinist members continued to have pride in the product they were putting out. The work ethic on the shop floor never slipped, not for a moment.
Since day one of them making the announcement, the amazing thing is the people at that plant have not stopped working. They've always done their jobs. They've continued to do the best jobs they possibly can there. I think that they're going to see in the end, this company will see in the end, they're going to regret not having us around anymore.
We're still showing up every day. We build near 100% of our goals every day, and we build them at some of the best quality in the entire world for our industry. And it's some of the things like that that always made me question why they're closing us when we make the best quality appliances.
Now the real work begins for those who have to start over after giving a lifetime of work to a company that let them down. The tough times for these hard-working machinist members are just starting. Not only do they have to say goodbye to a job they loved, but also to their co-workers, who have become more family than friend.
I'm going to miss all the people that I work with. It is a big family, and it is a big community, and the people that we work with are great people.
November 1st was the day that 95% of the workers clocked in for the last time. Today, the factory sits empty, and local businesses are struggling. Families are still figuring out what now, trying to remember how blessed they are, even when the chips are down. Electrolux has been through it all since its start in 1919, always changing with the times. In 2019, as the St. Cloud factory was closing, the company celebrated its rich history with the words, 100 years of better living. The machinists in St. Cloud are proud to be part of that legacy. Many just wish they could have done it a bit longer.
And everybody wants to get a little bit better. Everybody wants to move up in life. And when you're forced to take a step back to go forward, it's pretty hard to take that initial step back and take the time that it takes to get to a better place. And unfortunately, a lot of people ain't going to be able to make that step. And there's going to end up more people on public assistance, and to no fault of their own. It's not their choosing it. They had a good job. Somebody took it away.